equipment and stuff, so quality might be a little different.
It says test though.
That's wow.
It says test.
I can't. I don't know where the hell I did that at. Weird. How do you even see it already?
I see it on top that, but it says test.
Whack Bro.
Well, leave it alone.
Yeah, I don't know how to change it right now. And what's the name was on live, so I can't even call him.
I don't know if people are gonna come in now.
Well, I mean, I could change it.
What the hell? What is Buddy's chair? Hello, hello. Hi, Katarina. We're live, but on 3 different. We're live on my Facebook, on TalkTouch, and on YouTube. So this is going to be interesting because I have no idea where, who is what, when, coming in and coming out. However, this is happening. Babe, you can't change it. Leave it alone.
It is what it is.
Hey, Aqua, how are you? This is great. Okay, so I see on my... Hey, Aqua. Hey, Crystal.
Is that your page?
What's up? Yeah, I see who... Hey, Daphne. Happy Easter to you, too. Okay, so we're doing this new thing where we're streaming from my Facebook, TalkTouch, and on YouTube. So, excuse us, it's new, it's different.
Yeah, the test.
We're doing good. Happy Easter, everybody. Wow.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Yes, Michael, please. A lot of pages to moderate, so we're trying. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do the intro. It's 9:11 as usual. We're late, and it's Talk That time. My name is Mary Sunshine. I'm your favorite host. And to my left, we have...
Hey, it's your boy Eddie Monster. What's good with you?
Today's topic, because it came out of last week's Talk That because Eddie was really disrespectful, and I had to stand up for the ladies. And so we came up with the topic, power struggle, men and women.
Yes, but I wasn't being disrespectful.
You was
I
very
believe I was
disrespectful.
speaking.
Hey, Susie.
No, man. Like, first of all, let's talk about it. Can we talk about it?
Yes.
Let's talk about power struggle. Even if I don't even know what we was even arguing about.
I don't remember either. But
well, what do you consider as like the definition? What is a power struggle?
The power struggle so in a relationship, I feel like men always feel like they are right about things because they know everything. Hey, Mom, they know everything. So we just got a new TV, right? And he wanted to get a new TV, which after doing all the research and everything, he thought he knew everything about TVs. Now, we at the BX, we're getting a new TV after I picked out a woman, out of all people, woman that taught us everything about this TV. Now we have this TV, and it was the best decision to have. Now, we brought the TV here, and he said, babe, you set up the TV, and I do da-da-da-da. He wouldn't let me set up the TV, so then he set up the TV because he's so good at electronics.
And that's a power struggle?
It is, because you couldn't let it go. You could not let it go. You had to do everything.
All right, so this is the thing.
Go ahead.
Nah, because then we were just talking about the TV.
Hey, Cheyenne.
I wasn't trying to take the power from you. I thought we was working. See, listen. This is what I think some ladies
Yes,
get.
we bought the TV.
Yeah, this is what some people, or I think some ladies get confused is that a man is trying to take from you. I wasn't trying to take the more control or the responsibility. We was doing it together.
Bullshit.
So the first one who found out how to do it.
Okay. People, if your significant other asks you to do something and then ends up doing that, just doing it themselves, is it a power struggle or not? This is the question, the opening question.
Okay, cool.
If your significant other is telling you, hey, can you do this and this, or I need you to do this and this, and then you trying to do it and they just come in and do it before you can even get to it, is that a power struggle or not? Because I think if you ask me to do something and I'm trying to, then you should give me the time to do it instead of, oh, let's do it then men gonna be like, we was doing it together. We wasn't doing shit together.
I gave you the time. You did not figure. Listen, by the time you did figure it out, you told me how to figure it out. You just didn't beat me to it.
Why
but I
is
wasn't.
this so,
I wasn't. No.
You just said
that's just the
it's
words
a
I'm
race.
using. No, I wasn't racing you to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Hi, Beyond. It shouldn't be a race. You're annoying because you want to race.
It's
everything.
not a race. If we are both crossing the finish line at the same time.
Travis, what do you mean no? Aqua, the particular scenario isn't a power struggle obstacle, in my opinion. Aqua, you're supposed to be on my side.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was there to at the end of the day, we was gonna watch when the TV was working. We was gonna watch it at the same time.
What?
Once the TV started working, we was gonna watch it at the same time. There was no race. It didn't matter. I can understand the task I took from you, but the goal was from both of us.
Katharina said, I interrupt my husband too because I'm faster and less complicated. That's just because I have zero patience. Travis said, I'm out here. I don't argue with women. This is not an argument. It's a discussion. We're trying to understand what the power struggle is between men and women. Is there a power struggle?
Is there a power struggle?
Because, okay, so...
There's definitely a power struggle. But
hey, Mom! My mom is in the chat. Why couldn't it just be the TV? It's there and hooked it up. Daphne, listen, ladies.
Because I'm right.
First of all, I thought you guys was, what's up, CC? I thought you guys was going to be on my side. That's
Why
the
there
first
gotta
thing.
be a side? I think this is a perfect platform for women and men to get together to discuss, you know what I'm saying, what's really out there.
Okay, so y'all trying to tell me there's never ever a power struggle between female and male. And if there is, then please bring one up. Because I think that if, for an example, we can switch it too. If I tell Eddie, hey, can you please do, I don't know, can you please cook this and this? And then I feel like you don't cook it right enough or fast enough or whatever, then I make it because it's the same goal. We're both trying to eat. Oh yeah, now it's funny, right? There is, exactly.
So the struggle is just...
Hold up real quick. CC, we're streaming off of a lot of platforms. Still, people do us a favor, share, comment, like our page. We're talking about power struggle between men and females. I believe there is a power struggle, and I was just explaining. We had a whole situation. But the question is there a power struggle? If so, please explain what it is. Michael P. said, question is, how long did it take to start working on it? If it's not a priority, one... Okay, here. If it's not a priority for one and it is for the other, I saw no issue with getting it done. I see no issue with it. Also, it may just be a hobby, but that doesn't sound like a power struggle. There are power struggles in relationship, though. Give me a power struggle.
What's the last one that y'all struggled with in y'all relationship?
Aqua said that's not what I was saying. Just a TV scenario is not one of them. Okay, then give me one. Tia said, yes, I always do it. If I feel like a bossy's not going to do it right and know how to, that's a problem. That's an issue.
It's not that I didn't know how you was going to do it right.
Huh?
Oh, never mind. I thought you said that's the issue.
No, what I'm saying is it's an issue if you cannot allow your significant other to do, hey, Diane, hey, Vivi gets there, to do what they do. You got to give them the opportunity to do it. If you just take it away, then it's a form of power. I know how to do it. You don't know how to do it. So let me just do it because I'm going to do it right. How is that not a power struggle?
Okay, I understand. Yeah, it is. It is. You know what that, but I don't, you know what that I think stems from though?
Diane, the topic is power struggle between men and female. Is there? And if yes, give me one.
I think, well, let's go a little deeper into power struggle. Let's not worry about TV, right? I think power struggles, relationships do have them. I think they come in two forms. Either one person has insecurities over a matter, not so much insecurities, but it could be insecurities or lack of knowledge of something, and the other person can have more of it, and vice versa. And so I think that's what probably is the basis for power struggles. If some type of trauma happened to me, and let's say I was in a very bad car accident.
Hi, Anna.
Actually, I was in a very bad car accident, right? And so
what's up, Lou?
I don't like people driving. You know what I'm saying? I like to be the one driving.
You don't like people driving, or you don't like females driving?
You can however you want to put it. You try to bait me in there.
See, this
no,
is what
I was
I'm
gonna say something.
saying.
You try to bait me. Nah, but anyway, I like that. But so I don't like you driving.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Vanessa.
I want to drive. I can see how now there's a power struggle. Every time we get in a vehicle, I'm like, yo, give me the keys. Before we leave the house, give me the keys. I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? But I think that every power struggle comes from there's something behind it. It ain't just I want to control you.
Before we go in it, let me read comments. There is all the time. I work on cars and I have bad issues with that before because I can do the job faster and efficiently. Guys kind of hate that because I'm not letting them be a man. That damn car is fixed. What is the problem? Agreed. Because somehow it's okay when men do it and it's an issue when females do it. Aqua said, I think there's a power struggle occurs in every relationship. Give me a different relationship with a power struggle. I would like to know that. Diane, I just told you the subject. Okay, Katharina said my husband went and bought a laptop without bringing to me to.
Whoa.
My husband bought a laptop without bringing me to the store with him. He bought the wrong laptop and I kept telling him it's not a touchscreen. He kept trying to convince me. End of the story, he returned it and bought the one I suggested the very first place. Men in electronics. This is what I'm saying. Men in electronics, men in cars, men in barbecuing. It's a power struggle. You believe as men that you know what it is when it comes to certain... Yeah, when it comes to certain things. You don't want a power struggle about cleaning. but
Okay.
this one, Tia said, it is and been attempting to work on it. I think it goes back to gender roles.
Ooh, that's big. Gender roles.
Gender roles. Hey,
Does
Patricia.
Does it? Well, gender roles is based
Erica.
on gender roles in society. Same
I have to
thing,
say
right?
hello to all of my friends right now. Erica, how you been? I haven't seen you in forever. What's up, Jennifer? Mark Hero. I used to work with him. Cindy, hey my love. Petra, what's up? Katharina said men in sports. Exactly. Daphne said basically just let me do it. If you ask me to do it, let me do it, period. I agree. So, but I was forgetting what you were saying. So because you got in a car accident and someone else was driving, you don't like women driving because the person that got you in the car accident was a woman. So you feel uncomfortable
First of all,
with women driving. And then you're going to pick me because you just told me how you feel comfortable with me driving.
I did not even, because everything you just said did never come out of my mouth.
Okay, then explain, because I said I didn't
We had
hear
already
you.
passed. Yeah, I was going on gender roles, but I said I was in a car accident as an example, as an analogy. I was in a car accident. Yes, a woman was driving, but it has nothing to do with it. Once I got in a car accident, I felt more control if I was driving. So now, in the future, it doesn't have to be with this relationship. It could be whenever I getting ready to go somewhere. It could be with my friends or whatever. I'm like, yo, I'm driving.
What do you
I'm
mean,
driving.
Tia, the
That could
feet
be a
is
power.
messing
I can
up?
see how that could be a power struggle.
Okay, I don't know if she can see it or not. She said the feet is messing up. Diane said the only issue we have is driving. The driving part. He don't like me driving, saying I drive crazy, and all hell breaks loose. If I do something wrong, but if it hits something, it's always we can fix that. So do you drive crazy though? What is crazy driving? Do you text and drive? Cause
Texting driving is crazy. Just yeah. You don't think so?
No,
you don't know because you do it all the time. You
Kenneth.
used to do it all the time. So texting and driving is very bad.
My God.
Now you've gotten way better with it, and I'm guilty of it too. I do it every once in a while.
Okay,
but
so
it is
everyone.
bad.
Oh my God.
It is bad.
I can't. The lies, people. Hey, for everyone that tuned in, thank you guys for coming. Do me a favor, share, like beliefs over. Like beliefs over acceptance. Like talk that. Like all of that. Yeah, somebody about to go to jail because first of all, he dry snitching. Second of all, he's snitching on both of us, not just him.
I could have said that.
Not just
a long
me.
time ago.
Well, get out of here.
Hey, I like Mike P said power struggle example. So the dad,
Greetings
the baby,
from Germany.
The baby is crying, and I don't want to pick her up on purpose. I checked her diaper, made sure she's fed, and now she's not hurt. And now she's not hurt. Whoa.
And no, she's not hurt.
Yeah, you read it?
I know from past experience, if you keep picking up kids whenever they cry for any little thing, they will keep crying because they know they will get a reaction out of you. True. Mom, can't stand to hear the baby crying, breaks her heart whenever she hears. That's not fair. First of all, our titties hurt when we hear the baby crying. That's how I feel. My breast have immediate milk income. Milk is just pushing into my breast, and right then and there, I have to fix it because my breastises hurt. That's why. See, I felt like it just happened. Anyway, mom will walk in the room after I've told her the baby's okay and will just pick up the child and walk out. Many women believe they always have final authority and know best when it comes to kids.
Yeah, but I don't think. See, I think y'all going away from power struggle into like she said, gender roles.
But you was gonna go into gender roles.
I was gonna go into power struggle. Like, what's behind the power struggle to initiate to begin with? You know what I'm saying? Power, like I was saying.
What's up, Michael, Dustin, Marcel?
I think a power struggle starts off with the. All right, so for instance, obviously I must have been around a lot of TVs or something. The reason that I wanted to be the one to fix the TV or start the TV or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Now, the backstory of that is, I don't know, I was locked in the basement when I was 5 years old, and there was nothing but TVs around me. So that's why I believe, that's all I'm trying to say, is something starts or initiates on why people even want to take power in a certain role or over something, period. You know what I'm saying? Because some females, you'll hear females,
I didn't mean to
he
say
just
that.
wants me to do X. I got to just listen to him. Whenever he tells me to do something, I got to do it. That's more of power. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm forcing you to do something my way because whatever the case may be.
So then tell me a power struggle between you and me.
A power struggle between you and me?
Yeah. Because you're saying that everyone gets it wrong, so you explained it what it is
A
to
power
you.
struggle between me and you would be, I don't know how to explain. Well, it's pretty much like I want to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. And then,
okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so for you, you love quality time and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So
shit like that. We already have the 5 love languages.
I'm just saying.
Okay, go ahead.
On a
Because
bigger
you're gonna
scale,
get me mad, and we're gonna have to talk about it in couples therapy next week. Go ahead.
See, this is the thing right here. You feel affirmation, whatever you want to call it, and time spent together, right? You enjoy that. Why do you enjoy that? What I would be saying was, in the past, maybe you didn't have it, or in the past, there's another
so
reason.
That's
what I'm getting to, man. There's things in the peak. There's more to just I want to drive the car, or I want to spend more time with you. There's a reason for it, and that's maybe a reason why people want to be more dominant in different aspects. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm gonna just read what Cece said. This is why I just do stuff and ask for forgiveness later. I don't really believe in gender roles. I may be able to do something better than you that is typical of males, or he may do something better that is typical of females. Doesn't matter. Just accept that the other person does that better than you or is equally capable. Reasons: my son is being taught to cook, clean, sew, do yard work and vehicle maintenance. That's pretty dope. I make my son cook also. Cindy said, y'all confusing drama and natural human responses to power struggle. Please explain.
I'm not trying to, no, I'm saying it may have something to do with it. It may be a driving force. I'm not saying every single thing in your life that you have trauma associated with. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he's saying.
I
don't agree with it.
I'm not saying every single thing.
But then there's some things that are with trauma, other things that are with what? Because you still haven't explained what a power struggle between us is. Because what you're trying to say is, I want this.
Okay, power struggle. No, let me get it.
Cut me off.
You make me cut off all the lights all the time. Turn off the light. And I leave a lot of lights on, right?
Yeah.
And we have argued. And there's a struggle. There's a struggle because of this, right? But when I was growing up, we would leave some lights on. When you was growing up, you didn't leave any lights on.
Nigga, when I wasn't, it has nothing to do with growing up. When I trying to make money at the end of the year from our insurance, from the freaking light company, that's why I make you turn off the lights.
And then part of me in the beginning was like, oh, she thinks she could tell me what to do. I'm not turning off the light, and I just did it on purpose.
That's not even what?
Because I didn't want to do that.
Whoa!
I'm just no, man. Listen,
you salute the lights on purpose because I told you to turn them off
4 years ago.
What is wrong with you?
When we began out, because you used to tell me all the time, and I was like, yo, I don't have to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not my mom.
This is ridiculous, people.
But I'm saying, do you see what I'm getting at?
No! Hebrew, what's up? Hey, Hebrew. Oh my god, Power Struggle is Tiger King, and bro, I'm not watching this shit. The Tiger King, I'm not even gonna talk about it. It's disrespectful. Aqua said oh man, this is so.
Yeah, it's jumping on the feet.
No, I just can't. It's so thin. Yeah. Diane said, I believe some women like to have power and control over the men. I agree. Some women do, but I don't think everyone. Okay, Diane, in what way do you think a woman likes to have control?
And why? And that's what I'm saying. And why?
The only way I can see it in women is like phone insecurity. Like, I have to have power over your phone.
Is that a real thing, or you just?
Or me?
Yeah.
Or somebody?
Oh, you.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, because I was like, really?
No.
All right.
What's up? What's up, Champagne? Happy Easter to you too.
What's up, G? All right, yeah. Okay, so I can definitely, yeah. Some females do not like the phone thing. Give me your password. I see it all the time.
Yeah, but then that's a power struggle.
That is a power struggle.
That is a power struggle. Then another thing from females, I don't see anything else. I'm gonna read comments.
Power struggle is certain things like you're not allowed to have anybody friends. You can only have male friends, or you can only have married.
That goes both ways because men can say, yo, you cannot have any male friends. Or I don't like this dude. I can tell he's trying to be with your mom. No, he's gay. No, he ain't gay. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, anyway. Yeah. Michael P. said, our child is now 1 year old, no longer breastfeeding. Power struggle is the father believes he is enacting an uncomfortable change for the development of the child. Wife will not allow him to make uncomfortable changes when it comes to the kids. Why are you talking about yourself and your wife in third person? We do share responsibilities. Whoever is strong in an area just takes the lead. I like that. I like the last part. The IN said there's a struggle because the power bill, exactly, the power bill.
Why are you
German people, y'all already know the power bill means a lot. No.
4 years ago.
Because when that money came back and we made 500 euros.
Loving it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was it.
Fuck out of here.
Hey,
thank you, Katharina. The power struggle.
Cindy Lugo, did you ever explain? I know she was going to explain something.
First of all, everyone that is tuned in, thank you so much for tuning in. Please leave a like, share, all of that good stuff. Happy Easter. And the topic is power struggle.
Alright, Cece, is that where you're going?
No, yeah, see, Katharina said that's not a power struggle, that's Eddie, the electricity bill. A power struggle also can come from two alphas that are immune to being alone, factual. In other words, stuck in their ways, who come together and are like, I don't want to back down because I'm used to doing things my way. And you cannot tell me otherwise. And they believe backing down for the betterment of both makes them appear weak.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you here? When
no,
I read
I'm
the
saying,
comment,
yeah.
like, what do you
want me to do after you get done reading the comment?
Both makes them appear weak or like they are now losing control. Meanwhile, when being involved with another person, you have to know when it is your time to be dominant and what is your time to be submissive. If you cannot figure that out, then the real power struggle is within yourself.
I like that. What?
That
was all one.
That was poetry.
That was
poetry.
But it's still
men, can y'all be submissive?
It still had of course we can be submissive. When? When it's time to be.
No, okay, then tell me when. Not just having sex.
Outside of sex?
Yeah.
Listen.
No, yeah,
it's because of the world that we live in.
What's up, Torres?
Submissive, yeah, you can be submissive, but the problem is, and this is the problem, ladies. When we are submissive, y'all don't accept it.
said save the planet, cut the lights off when you aren't using them.
4 years ago.
No, it's not.
Listen, the problem is, when we try to be submissive, y'all don't accept it. And once a man tries to be submissive, once we try to be
why
submissive.
Why are you always deflecting? I'm about to bring mom out.
Deflecting?
Because I asked you, so tell me when to be submissive, when a man is submissive outside of sex. And you said, when there's time. Tell me what you guys can be submissive. You, as a man, all the men that are watching, all the men. When is a good time to be submissive? Are y'all ever submissive?
Yeah, like when you be like, yo, come here. I come, right? That does not count.
Bruh,
I'm telling you, this is the problem. Y'all don't accept the little things. Y'all want submissive to be, y'all want it to be so big. Y'all want to take from a man. And that's why once once y'all don't get it, we don't keep giving it. You know what I'm saying? Or
What the fuck are you
once
talking
we keep
about?
being submissive, like on little ways, and y'all don't take that as us being submissive. Like just little things. Just now, I was like, yo, when you call me, I come. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't take my time. Or if I was talking to 4 of my boys and he was like, hey, Eddie, can I talk to you? Yeah, 1 minute. Blah, I start talking. That's not being submissive. Being like, you know what? Yeah, let me come over. Huh?
First of all, you don't have.
See, this is why you deflected. Answer the question. Answer the question.
First of all, you don't
This
have.
is what I'm talking about. And y'all don't accept it. And so that's why we probably stopped being submissive. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Allison West, what's up, David? How y'all doing?
Submissive comes from your own definition. That's what I think. I think a woman
Oh,
determines
okay.
he got to
So,
do this, and this,
no,
this
that's
way,
not
and
even,
then that's being
oh my
submissive.
God, that's so disrespectful.
How is that disrespectful?
Because you men. Oh.
Why you get so mad?
Because you're
Use
lying.
your words.
I'm gonna read comments. Diane said some women like to be in control in bed. Yes, but let's talk about where these struggles come from. Where are these struggles coming from, huh?
I've been said that. Like I've been said, everything comes
Sneak
from
Joyner
something.
said power struggles can also come from someone who never had power as a child, teenager, or whatever. Now feels like they need the power to be in control and feel like they are being heard. Listen, I wanted to pin that. I can't like it. Oh, there. I love this, Joyner, because this is yes, very true. I'm not gonna say anything to it. Aqua said Google entry a power struggle. Google entry, a power struggle in a relationship is a situation where 2 and sometimes more, which is weird, people compete for power or influence. This can occur between a parent and a child, between organizations, political parties, friends, and between partners in a romantic relationship.
So it said or influence. So do we do it? The problem is, I guess, if how you're using it. If you're using a power struggle in a loving way, then like I'm trying to influence you to do something because it's better, or I think it's better. It's a difference if I'm trying to, if I'm using it negatively. You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to get you to do something that has no benefit for you or both of us. You know?
Gibson Olyaja said, when was Abram submissive to Sarah? You don't know?
Yeah, from the Bible. But
Hi, Yasmin. Ellison, we are good. Baby is doing great. Gibson, so...
Wow.
Gibson, the whole point is, first of all, I need to go back to you. You said females only, what did you say? Females have a certain way that a man has to be submissive.
Facts.
How so?
Because y'all have different, man, listen. Yo, can I get some, listen. This is what happens, right? Y'all create this thing in y'all head that like y'all want things done a certain way. So a dude could do something for you. You'd be like, a dude will do something for you, right? But it's not how you had it written out. And so you don't checkmark that as, you know what, he did this. I'm not saying every single girl on the planet, but a lot of them, how I want this, or I want it done. It's the same thing. I want the dishes done like this. If they're not done in these order how I do them, it's not done right.
No, then they're not clean. No, that's not even true. It depends. If you do the dishes your way and I do the dishes my way, but they're clean, then that's cool. But if I ask you to do the dishes and you do half of the dishes and you leave the other ones out because they need 3 days to be in water because that's how you wash dishes, to leave half of them out, then it's not done right.
So you're not even going to check off like a half a check on the
No,
stuff that I did?
motherfucker.
This is
What
is up with why you getting mad though?
Because it doesn't make no sense.
It does make
No,
perfect
it
sense.
doesn't.
Maybe they don't know how. That's what I'm saying. So your man who don't know how to be. That's what y'all saying. Y'all saying dude don't know how to be submissive, right? So he is learning and he is attempting to try to be submissive.
That is not learning. I just said that he's doing it his way. I said that you're not listening. No, he's not trying. I tell you, please do the dishes. And you said, okay. And I do the dishes my way, you do the dishes your way. If I do the dishes and they're all done in one day, and then you do the dishes and you only do half because the other half you like to let it sit there because then tomorrow it makes more sense to wash these same dishes, then this is... The end point is not that everything is clean. The end point is my dishes, everything is clean. Half of your shit is still dirty.
Half. This is the. You're right. I understand. Half of it did not, but half of it is clean. All I'm saying is,
Katharina said, "I feel strong. I feel strong. Women have a problem seeing their men is submissive because we have other expectations, and men can rarely meet them how we envision them to be."
Thank you,
Also,
Jesus.
Katharina.
Baby Jesus, I appreciate it. I see baby Jesus in you.
Yanni said y'all don't use the dishwasher. Again, water is also a thing
Now
that we
don't
get
use
money
it.
for.
Hand wash.
Hand wash. We gotta teach the boy.
Yeah.
We gotta teach the boy.
He hates it, but it'll be alright.
Katharina said also, would the man still be attractive in your eyes if he turns into a little puppy just doing everything you want him to do? Now that's no. Nobody asked that. I had a boyfriend like that. There's the reason why he's not my boyfriend no more. Ain't nobody wants a puss. I'm not talking about a puss. I'm talking about, that's why I asked, when can men be submissive? That was a question. And he said he's submissive when I say come here for a kiss. Not just come here just to come here.
I feel like men are moving into that
What's
role.
up, Misha?
I feel like past generations, and we have to break a lot. We're breaking a lot of curses. So I believe that these generations and future generations, I believe that we're moving in a way that we can be more submissive to women and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that would be my answer to that.
Cece said men can be submissive, however, it is hard for them because they feel like females are trying to take them by the balls and take the manhood away. I agree. However, a man that is comfortable with himself is like, this is my time to take a back seat. A back seat.
But you don't. I got a question. Am I submissive?
No.
Really not.
In my heart of hearts, no.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're not. It's the truth. You are not submissive. You pretend to be submissive, but you're not.
How do you pretend to be submissive?
Exactly. You tell me. Alvina, the life is about power struggles in relationships. Submissive. We already went everywhere but nowhere. The whole thing, you're not submissive, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
You will tell me, yeah, babe, I hear you, and then still do it your way because you want to prove me a certain fact. Let's go back to the TV.
Let's go out.
Name me something else. Go back. What? Something else than the TV?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, well then go back to the TV. I thought you had a list, but go ahead. Let's go back.
I had a list.
I thought you had something else.
No, this is the most recent one because it's still in your brain because TBI. Okay, so the TV, the original rule was we buy a new big TV Thanksgiving this year. That was the original rule.
Okay.
After we had to argue for weeks and weeks and weeks last Thanksgiving because we just got a new TV 2 years ago. But okay, it's a man. Every Black Friday he thinks we need a new TV. Every Christmas we need a new TV. Okay, cool. So 2020 Thanksgiving you can get a new TV. I bet after 6 months of arguing. Okay, so now we go to the BS. Yo, coronavirus. All these TVs are cheap, babe. I did the research. We need an OLED. No. Actually, we need a QLED. No. We need this. So after arguing and discussing and all this shit, DJ buys. Yes, we ended up buying a TV. Okay, so. Who was submissive in this situation? Was it him? Because he's going to act like he was. Or was it me? That after 3 years I said, fuck it, let's get a new TV. Because the graphics are so much better.
Yo, first of all, listen, okay, so this is what I'm talking about just a little bit. Like, didn't get a half a check mark. Okay, I wasn't submissive into that point, going on. But, how do we pick the TV? You had a lot to do with that, right?
Wow, because I didn't want to spend the most money on the most bullshit.
But you pretty much picked the TV, kind of.
No. This is what I mean when he says he's pretending that he's possessed.
Alright, man, that was just one situation.
No, okay, anyway. Cece said, I have had nothing but time to think and reflect on my faults in previous relationships and in life, and I realized where the power struggles came from and what I was dealing with. I now know when to back down, so my thoughts are a little deep today. No, it's not deep. I love it.
No, actually, I really love it, and I even want to go back to your last comment because about the two people who, pretty much are alone and then they meet. They've been on it, or they've been by themselves for so long that their routine is ingrained into them. You know what I'm saying? We had that too when we first met. We clashed because both of us were It's the same exact thing. Both of us kind of moved on our own. So trying to let somebody else move for you, we just really wasn't feeling that. So I can understand that as being a very natural and common power struggle is.
Gibson said, which is pretty cool. From Bible perspective, wife be submissive to your husband, husband love your wife. If everybody stay in their lane, marriage will be the sweetest thing rather than getting into business of others.
I like that.
I like that too. However, the new day, the new life is different these days. You know what I mean? Yeah, wife be submissive to your husband can work. However, we have a lot of strong females, just like Cece was saying, and when you're single for such a long time, you learn, or you have to learn to take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then, husband love your wife. What if the husband doesn't love the wife to her needs and wants? She can love him, but not the way she needs to be loved. He can love her. And, so that's where the problems come in.
And that's what I was kind of trying to say earlier on, is they come from something else that's better. They come from something that's bigger, you know what I'm saying?
Michael B said, I'm sure I'm insecure about the word submissive in regards to men, but a man can be compromising when he realizes allowing his woman to work in her strength is for the betterment of the team. I used to do a majority of the finance for our household, but my wife is better with numbers and consistent in budgeting. So she manages the finances now. There's always a give and take when it comes to the overall goal of the team. Issues come when there isn't a clear goal of the team.
I like that. And so, wouldn't you call that submissive? I'm being submissive when it comes to.
You just heard what he said, though. I'm sure I'm insecure about the word submissive. So it took certain failures, certain things, for him to be like, you got it.
That's a good point.
So a submissive person, because this is what men expect from a submissive woman. I tell you, you do it. Not I tell you, 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 I show you, I tell you, I show you, I tell you, and then you do it. I'm just saying.
Alright, I'll take that.
Diane
That's
said,
very interesting, actually.
Diane said, I think money can be a power struggle. For example, if one person is working and the other one is at home and goes to school, that is more than a power struggle.
I think it depends though. Not if you communicate that differently.
No,
because one thing I know.
Then you're the person that brings money home, and the other person is the person that stays at home and is just doing school.
Well, I'm talking. Oh, they're just doing school. I was thinking about kids and shit. Because once you do add kids in there, that changes shit dramatically.
What if Vanessa said, is submissive and obedient the same? That's a good one. I'm confused. Hey Jenny, hey Vince, Julia, Chantel,
Damn.
What's up? You got me.
I can't answer that.
Vanessa, I need a second. Let me marinate on that. Alvina said, if I may say, men are way more sensitive than women when they don't get their way. Very much true. Very much true. Because men are hurt in their pride. Females are hurt in their feelings, but we're always hurt in the feelings, so it don't really matter.
Could it be based off time? Like, obedient isn't... I can be obedient to you and do what you say this one time, even though I know it's stupid, it's not going to work. I'll be able to... But a submissive is constantly giving in, right?
No. I feel like we need a dictionary, not the urban one, the Webster one.
I can use my phone now.
Cece said no, submissive and obedient are not the same. I don't think so either. Diane said, for an example, DJ buys TV and all tells me I spend too much money if I buy clothes because you go to school. I got you, Diane. Yeah, that's definitely powerful.
See, that's crazy though, because the definition of obedient is.
Are you looking at Wikipedia?
Nah, man, this is Oxford.
Okay, I know what Oxford is.
Excuse me.
Oh my
God.
God.
Obedient is complying or willing to comply with orders or requests. Submissive to another's will. Submissive to another's will.
Say that again.
It says complying or willing to comply with orders or requests, and then it says submissive to another's will. So it's, I mean, the word submissive is in.
Vanessa said. Vanessa said, I looked it up, and to me, obedient is like you have the will to do what you're told. Submissive is like when you have to force yourself. Ooh, now that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. You gotta force yourself. But how? So now you're gonna get mad. So now let me get. Hey, ladies, you asked me to take you on a date, and I'm like, but I take you on a date. Am I still being submissive?
Yeah, but I don't want you to do it like that.
See, this is my problem. This is my problem. I'm still being submissive.
Yeah, but I don't want you to do it like that.
So you don't want me to. So you just want me to be obedient. So no one really wants anybody to be. Everybody just wants everyone to be obedient. You want to tell me to do something, and you just want me to do it. Is that what happened?
No, it's not just want you to do it. It's
you want me to like doing it also.
Yeah. Obedient is like you have the will to do what you're told. You have the will for it.
Okay. And
the other one, submissive, is you have to force yourself. So that's why, is that used in BDSM, being submissive, because you have to force yourself to get stuff?
Not if so. If you like it, it's just being obedient.
Then it's just being obedient. I have a headache.
Y'all confused now.
Alright. Nicole Haddish, said what people,
Nah, my bad, go ahead.
What people forget about wives submit to your husband is followed by husband love your wives just as Christ loved the church. Amen.
Yeah, who wrote that?
That is Nicole.
Yeah, so she wrote, this is different. There's a difference between loving someone and being obedient and submissive.
There's a difference between loving someone and being obedient.
I think
so. This is the good one.
Because you can ask me. That's what I'm saying. You can ask me to do stuff, and I don't think it. I don't label it as being submissive or whatever. Like I do it just because I'm in love with you. Yeah. So it doesn't make me feel like a less of a man doing it. But I wouldn't do it for anybody.
At some point.
It depends what it is.
Whatever.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So. Cece said you can't ask someone to take you on a date. You can ask them out on a date. What's up, Lula? So, we're in our last 5 minutes, and we have a commercial break for you guys. So, just look. This is an ad. Mom, come on. This is the commercial break. You gotta dance.
I'll dance.
Yeah, no, you gotta make like it's an ad. Like it's an ad that comes in. You gotta play music.
Hospital music? I don't even think she heard you. Mom!
You gotta... Mom!
You didn't even say that.
Mama! Ooh!
Oh, she's leaving us, man. She's been here.
I'm gonna just read comments then. Gibson said, tell a man to agree with his wife. He will do so with love. But when you tell him to be submissive, he feels like you're killing him.
Don't worry about it. I'll get it.
Did you hear it? Gibson said, tell a man to agree with his wife. He will do so with love. But when you tell him to be submissive...
Jumping dimes on me.
Yeah. What's up, Dave? David. Fury Taylor. I haven't seen you in forever. Nicole said, you are giving yourself to your spouse. You love them, so you do what makes them happy. Because you're in love.
So how can I be more submissive? Name 3 things.
No, but that's forcing yourself.
No, this is growing myself. If I know how to do it,
maybe
maybe I'm learning. This is the problem.
Anyway, the pretty lady you guys see to my right is my mother-in-law, also call her Mama Dukes. And she's here to give y'all a commercial. Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, my name is Arnisha Edwards, and I am Kenneth's mom.
Government name.
Kenneth. Mom, he hates when I say Kenneth, but it's Kenneth. I came here, I'm from the United States. I came here March the 1st with a plan. And that plan was, number 1, to see my grandson being born. And that was accomplished, and it was all good. And my second plan was to introduce Germany and the surrounding countries to the company called Zaliz. Zaliz is a health and wellness company. Zaliz, Z-I-L-I-S, stands for Multiplied Nutrition. It's a private company that's been in the United States for over 5 years. And what we do is we promote the brand called UltraCell. UltraCell is full spectrum hemp oils, and the topic everybody's talking about, health and wellness, way more than we want to talk about it now, but it is a reality. Our health and being well. Okay, so we got an invite from Germany to be able to promote the products over here, so you guys can try it. Like I said, it's hemp oil, full spectrum hemp oil. 1 dropper full, you can see that, 1 dropper full a day. My personal testimony in 1 minute is I had a chronological problem from over 2.5 years and real issue, and taking that 1 dropper full 1 time a day took that issue away. So, needless to say, when that came about, I joined the company, and I want you guys, because I'm not going to go through the whole thing, I want you, if you can, enlarge your screen and just screenshot this information. You can look at it later on. What it is definitely saying, it is available now in Europe.
If you guys need more information, you can always just add her on Facebook, add me, or add Eddie, ask us, and we refer you guys to her, or whatever the case may be. But my personal testimony is they have a topical. It helps for headaches and muscle cramps and all kinds of stuff. And when I had contractions in the hospital with my mom there, which was my doula, without her knowing what a doula is, but she was an awesome doula, she put it on my back and my contractions was way, way less painful. So the company is really, really good. It's really serious. What was the difference between their CBD oil and any other CBD oil?
Oh, the difference is, so like if y'all go to some of these fake shops or whatever and y'all go get the CBD oil, right? It's not water soluble. So if you know what that actually means is, our bodies is made of like 98% water, right? Well, this integrates with water. So y'all know like oil from a car, if you mix oil and water, it doesn't mix, right? All right, this is water soluble, so it mixed right in. So when you actually take it, you get 98% of what it offers, rather than if you get something off brand and stuff, you only get maybe 1%.
Diane, I will post it on my wall. I will share it to you. I'm gonna inbox you what exactly it is. Gotcha.
Bang,
Yes.
bang.
All right, thank you.
And it's time to play Sorry.
All right, people. It worked out. We did.
It did. The title is fucked up. I don't know how to change. I'm sorry.
We will change the title, but everything else worked out. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Mary Sunshine. I'm your favorite host, and to my left we have...
Yo, it's your boy Eddie Monster. Hey, we're going to keep this rolling. We're going to try to get it on Facebook, so then, you know, you don't have to be on...
Instagram?
Alright, no, I'm in YouTube. So then you don't have to be on Facebook to watch it. You can watch it also on YouTube.
Yeah, we're going to work on getting
We
it
are
on
working
more
on Instagram
platforms.
also, so we can stream from all these sites that we have.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
We out.
Bang,
Oh,
bang.
you can do it
So,
here.
yeah. Just go